This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com. Welcome to another bonus War and Pieces. I decided to do another one to fill in. It's been gone for a while, so I figure I fill in and give you two this week. So what are we talking about this week? Well, this week we are talking about a game from Compass Games. It's Brezhnev's War. The Warsaw Pact versus NATO in Germany. Now this is a very, very interesting game. Now Compass Games I like, but there have been times that I've kind of stayed away from them because I always find that they're a bit expensive, and then you open up the box and you go, wow, I paid this much for this? But the games are usually really, really good. The rule book is only all of about, oh God, I think it's 11 pages. Oh no, let me be corrected. It is 15 pages for this rule book, and that's even counting the combat result table on the back of this. This is a very interesting game in the fact that, so what the designer was trying to do here with this game here is give you a scenario, a theoretical scenario on what would happen if the Russians decided to take the Federation of Germany out of NATO, meaning West Germany. Basically taking West Germany out and making them not an effective member of NATO. You are the Russians, and you are in charge of doing this 30-day campaign and trying to get through. There are no chemical weapons, there are no nuclear weapons in this. This is just what it's doing is showing you how they would go about on a ground and air force mission to try to take that and claim it for their own. And of course, if the Soviets lost, they can always use the nuclear threat that they had behind it. This is very, very interesting. It's very it's medium. I would say it is a very medium type of game. It's not overly hard. Like I said, there's only 15 pages to the rule book. Your turn sequences is air superiority phase. There's a lot of electronic warfare, so you're going to have electronic warfare and countermeasure phase. The Soviet player will go and he will have his movement, his combat. Then the NATO player will go and they will have their movement and combat. Then there's a victory check phase. So the thing is, this is played on a huge map, and I'm going to show you this map. And there's only 320 counters to the whole thing, but there are 3 maps here, and as you can see, this is just one of them. And well, let's just turn it sideways so we can fit it all in. And there are 3 maps that go all together. A lot of the a couple of the charts and things are on it to make it a lot easier. It's a paper map. I've never been a great fan of paper maps. I always liked boarded maps. But listen, when I was growing up, that's all there was paper maps. I found that this is a very solid and a very good game, and it's an interesting scenario that you really found drawn in as the Soviets. Remember, no chemical warfare, no nuclear deterrent. You are actually in the modern day taking and facing the United States, Canada, France, and then of course you have your pocket of allies as well in Czechoslovakia and such, and you are just really trying to gain control and really break this off in a certain amount of time before everybody really is aware of what's not so much what's going on, but you're really just trying to get this done within a 30-day campaign. And I find this very fascinating, very interesting. It's amazing how it twists and turns on you a little bit, but a very, very good game. If I had to rate this, it's a little pricey. You don't get a heck of a lot, but you do get what is most important, and that's a good game in the box. So I'm going to give this a 3.8 out of 5. I really enjoyed this. This was a lot of fun. I like the modern scenario a lot of times. I found myself very pulled in and intrigued trying to take certain areas, and how hard it really is with such resistance on balanced, very, very, very balanced armies. So until next time, this is Rob Orr, and I hope you enjoyed yet another War and Pieces.